And when I tell you, I went on a night out with £5. Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. It's Canisha. So I just thought I'd do a mini get ready with me. I'm going to be filming some videos today, so I'm just going to record my makeup process to getting ready. So for my makeup look today, I'm not going to do anything too dramatic. I kind of feel like ever since the start of this lockdown, like last year, I have not worn makeup as often as I used to wear it. Like sometimes I can go easily a whole week without wearing makeup, only if I'm doing like going out somewhere nice, which is to the supermarket or to see family. That's maybe the time that I'd put on makeup. So my skills have just kind of like deteriorated very rapidly, so don't have any expectations. So currently it is Saturday the 15th and my birthday is on Monday the 17th. I am so excited for it. I'm so excited for all the things I'm going to do after my birthday. So yeah, this is my final few days as a 22-year-old, and I've just only kind of had that sink in right now, and 22 as a year has just been kind of an interesting year. So I started being 22 having just finished my final exam for university. I had basically in that time kind of graduated. Like I did like a mini celebration wearing this top actually, and I kind of thought, yeah, I've done it. I've done 4 years of getting this degree already. I was thinking, what am I going to do? The job market is completely gone. Like there's so many people looking for jobs at the time and there's not a lot of opportunities out there. So I had that in the back of my head trying to think, okay, so what's my next opportunity going to be? Where am I going? Who am I going to work for? And just what does that next job look like for me? So I remember trying to just like be in the middle of celebrating the fact that I just finished, but also trying to think 5 steps ahead and thinking like, where am I going to work? I need to be applying for roles. I want to be having interviews. I need to speak to people. Like, I just don't know where I'm at. I don't know if I even have the confidence to apply for some of the bigger roles that I had seen in passing, but I just entered being 22 feeling very grateful to be alive, grateful to be in good health and have my family around me, but also kind of anxious for the future and trying to think what's going to happen next. That's how I started 22. I was also very single, which I was really, like, funny enough, that was the time that I was so at peace with being single. I was really happy, content. I was really enjoying my own company and kind of got to that place of like, you know what, if it's going to happen for me, or when it's going to happen for me, that should be a better thing. When it's going to happen for me, I'm ready to receive it. I'm ready to be open-armed to it. And I had no idea what was to come in literally a matter of weeks. But 22-year-old Canisha, who just turned 22, she was just grateful to be in a really good place with my self-love and just accepting where I am for being where I am. The other thing that I'd sort of started to come to terms with at that time of, my birthday was actually that comfortableness to knowing that I was going to stay at home for a while. And I, like, all throughout my time at university, I kind of had this idea that I'm just, my first job, I'll move out of home. Maybe it'll take me to London, maybe it'll take me to Dublin, who knows? But as soon as that job comes through, that's where I'm heading. So I kind of had it in my mind that when I moved my stuff back to my parents' house, this is only going to be temporary. Don't get comfortable. Don't even start to like buy anything nice for the room. Like, you're not even going to stay there for a while. And because it was starting to look a bit difficult getting a job, like the few months after that, I started to realise that I needed to make my space at my parents' house, at my home actually, more homely, more permanent, or at least more just like comfortable. So that's when I started buying plants for the room. I started getting, what else did I get that was more me? The mirrors on the wall, that was a new addition that I got when I'd moved back home. The frames, yeah, just all the bits and bobs that just helped make my room feel like my room for a longer period of time, rather than just like a state of, oh, I'm passing through, let me go on to the next thing. So that was a big adjustment for me to make and for me to get more comfortable with. And I feel very fortunate that I'm in a home that I feel really supported, loved. Like, I have an amazing relationship with my parents. I get along with them really well. So being here for a longer period of time has actually been just really nice to spend that time with them, because being at uni for 4 years, I only got to see them at max 2 months, 3 months from the summer holidays. So it's been really nice to have this time with them and to bond as well. So that's been quite nice. The other thing that I was facing at the time, and still have kind of been working out since then, has just also been moving away from friends and moving away from being in an area where I'm 5 minutes away from this friend. I live with another friend. I can see all my friends at any time that I want to now living in a place where if I want to see any of my friends, I have to plan weeks in advance, or I don't have friends in my town. Like, that's the other fun fact. They're my friends from sixth form live in another town, and like where I grew up, they all live there. And then all my uni friends basically live in London. So I am in my own neck of the woods where if I want to see any of them, I have to plan it, I have to arrange in the future so that we're all available. And throwing the fact that now we're all working, there's only the weekend that you can see each other, and people have plans, people have commitments that they want to do in those days. So yeah, it's just been an interesting thing of trying to have to go from seeing your friends every single day to now seeing them like once a year. And that's not even an exaggeration, like I'm serious, like from every day to once a year. It's tough and it's hard when you have to now make sure you're making time via phone calls or text messages, and you know, time can go by in between that. But I honestly, like, looking at all my friendships in my life right now, I feel really lucky that all my friendships are ones where it doesn't matter if we've had some time in between speaking. So whether that's like a few days, few weeks, months, we all know where we stand, and we all know that we are as good as we were from the last time that we've spoken. Nothing's changed. We're only a phone call away. So those kind of relationships have really helped me to grow as a person and kind of embrace whatever's happening in my life and not feel so much like guilt for not speaking to my friends every single day, because they're going through the exact same thing, like they're facing their own lives and things happening there. So we all know where we stand in each other's lives and the relationships that we have. So I'm just grateful for all those friendships, and I'm lucky. But it definitely took me a while to get used to the fact that I couldn't just walk to see my friends and I couldn't see them as and when I wanted to. So yeah, that's kind of been a thing that's taken time to accept, but it's for this reason, right? So this is kind of like a segue into telling you about 23, what I'm going to do to celebrate my birthday. And essentially I have made arrangements with as many of my close friends as I could. So like basically I'm just seeing them over many weeks in the coming month, and that's really exciting. Like Friday I'm going for a meal with my parents and my boyfriend, and then the day after I am going away with my boyfriend for the night to this really nice place. I might do a vlog, who knows. And then the following week I am going out with my best friend Mayfair. We're going for dinner, hopefully make a vlog out of that as well. Then the following weekend I am meeting up with my friends from uni, and we're going to have a fun weekend together. Then, you know, just basically that's what I've just tried to do, is just to celebrate with as many of the close people in my life as possible. There's some that I've not been able to make arrangements for, but you're still in my heart, you're still in my, you know, I want to do something, but let's just, you know, we need to find a weekend where we're all free and we can do that. But that's what my whole summer vibe is going to be like. Y'all better not say no. I'm not saying no to anything. I just want to enjoy and to see everybody. So that's the vibe that I'm on. And that's the reason why I'm celebrating so many times, is because last year I didn't get to do anything for my birthday, and I really think every single year is a blessing, and we have to honour it, and we have to celebrate the fact that it is a blessing to have another year added to our life, and it's by the grace of God that it's all able to happen. So this is my way of just honouring that and celebrating the fact that I'm still here, and I get to see another day. So that's why I'm just got so much vim to celebrate my birthday and just do it so many times. So hopefully my bank account cooperates. But also, that's the other thing that I want to talk about. Money comes, money goes. My relationship with money has just gotten so much better since being at university. Like, I feel like it's a whole unlearning process in terms of like how you view money at university versus how you view money as a working person. Like, I think that's a whole nother video actually, but I'm gonna still touch on that as I get ready. So I'm just gonna do my eyes and a bit of concealer underneath, and then I'll go into that. So money, relationship with money after uni, how that's different now. So my relationship with money at university was okay. It wasn't the best. I like lived off of my what I got as a maintenance loan from the government, and essentially for most of my time at university I did have a job. So whether that was kind of internships, working for the university as like student ambassador, participating in a core campaign, all those different kinds of jobs, I did them, and they gave me some money to help, you know, survive university, to live through university. But it's a common thing that we talk about, how the fact that we, you know, eat ramen as dinner and kind of just scrimping and scraping to get by university. Like, I remember there's one time in my second year where just money was a lot shorter. And when I tell you, I went on a night out with £5, as in that's all that I could afford to spend on that night out. So I think I had enough, I think I had like I don't know, did I pay? I might have even been lucky to have not paid for the taxi to get there. And then I used some of that for my entry fee, because at the time it wasn't actually that pricey and we got in before 11. So it's like £2 or something like that. Well, I got the ticket earlier. But essentially what I'm trying to say is all I had for that night out was £5, and then the alcohol that I had for pre-drinks. So I finished all of the alcohol, carried some to the club as well, and didn't buy any drink when I was in the club. Luckily, I mean, a few people bought me drinks, so that helped a lot. But essentially, didn't have any money for food afterwards, and taxi, again, I think I might have been lucky to have not paid for that. But essentially, it was okay that I was out here with £5 to my name and still living my best life and trying to enjoy. But I knew that that was basically like a time when I did not have money, and I kind of stressed a lot about it. I kind of tried to figure out like, what am I going to do? Like, if I wanted to get new clothes, how am I going to pay for that if I wanted to? And then when student finance would drop, trying to budget that and not spend it all at once, because that's going to last me for the next 3 months, and trying to remember that. So yeah, I just think that relationship with money was just interesting. But I have always been a good saver. Like, I've always been able to save money quite well, but I didn't have money to be saving in that time of my life. So that was my relationship with money. I kind of always thought it was something that was, you know, I have to be careful not to spend it too much, because I don't know when it's next going to come back as much. But also at the same time, I was like, girl, Canisha, you're at uni once. You're going to get this experience once. You know, you might do a master's, that'll be great. But in case you don't, uni is this one chapter, so don't turn down motives. That's why I'd go to the club with £5 to my name, because I was just like, these are creating memories. Like, those are what is priceless in life. Those are the things that you can't put a monetary value on. You can't get it back. You can't, you know, do it differently. Like, you might as well spend your money on experiences, having a good time with your friends, over kind of like saying no to things because you don't have the money for it. So that's what I used to do at uni. That's how I still made memories and had enjoyment. But that was an interesting relationship with money. And then when I came out of university and I graduated and I finished last year and I was looking for a job, I was very real with myself, and I was like, do you know what? Let me just apply for universal credit and let me get the government support, because at the end of the day, when I do start working, I will be paying taxes, and those taxes are what goes into funding universal credit for other people. So I I think I got the lowest amount for that university credit, but it was like £342 a month. And when you don't have money coming in elsewhere, that actually does you quite well. So that basically funded most of my summer. I don't know how, but it helped cover it a lot and was really helpful. So yeah, once again, had that same mentality of you're better off making memories than saying no because you don't have money. Like, money comes, money goes. Like, understand that it's always going to be in a flow. So that's what I took away from uni that I think has been an important lesson to me now, is that, you know, spend on experiences over saying no to things because you don't have money, and money will still find a way to come to you, and it did. But at the same time, do not get me wrong, I save. So find that balance, find your equilibrium of enjoying your life, enjoying what is there, and saying yes to people, saying yes to having fun, but also at the same time do think about what's going to happen in the future and save for that. So find a balance. I think that's the most important lesson that I've learned, is finding that balance, but also don't have any shame in applying for support, applying for money that's out there, because, you know, you're contributing to that pot anyway, whether it's now, whether it's in the future. So it's there for a reason. Why not access it? So that was a massive help, just using that universal credit to get by, to live, and also the accountability element. So when you apply for universal credit and you get access to it, your thing is you have to commit to basically looking for a job all the time. So that really pushed me to job hunt, to find opportunities, because I'd have, was it weekly? I think it was weekly or bi-weekly phone calls with a work coach who would check in. How is it going? Are you applying for roles? Have you updated your portal? And that just really gave me an incentive to keep it updated, to apply. So I really appreciate the accountability that came with that. I'm nearly done with my makeup. I'm going to put on. So I've been seeing all over TikTok and other social media platforms. Maybe I saw on Instagram as well. But it's really popular. Actually, this is a lie. This has always been the case. People put blush on, right? That's normal. People have always done that. But I never used to do this. And it's only until I started seeing people do it on these platforms, I was like, girl, you're just missing out. You better start putting blush on your face. So I started putting blush. But I still think I apply it weirdly. I always have to smile because I got, like, it pops out more when I do it like that. So then I just rub the blush from my eyeshadow palette. Actually, it's not even a blush, but it's like a rosy colour. Put it all over my cheeks, just so that I look rosy. And then I brush it over my nose as well, so then it looks all rosy, like this. Moisturise the lips first. Very important. And then I go in with Chestnut MAC lip liner. And I'm done. So that is my makeup look completed. I don't know, let me, so you can see it better. But this is it. This is her, this is me, this is all done up. I'm gonna go and change now for filming the rest of my videos for the day. But thank you so much for joining me as I got ready. I think it was really nice to talk about kind of, you know, my pre-birthday, so being the last few days of being 22, what this year has kind of meant to me and the things that I've grown in, and to see where I am now going into 23. Like, honestly, I feel so blessed. I feel like God has done everything in his time and appropriately. So I feel so loved by my friends, my family, my boyfriend, like all aspects of my life. I'm just really happy and really grateful. I've got a job with amazing colleagues, with a role that challenges me, fulfills me, and just, yeah, like I honestly, I am blessed, I am grateful, and I get to celebrate my birthday multiple times with all the different people that I love in my life. And I'm growing as a person. I think that's the biggest thing that I can take away, is that I'm growing as a person, continuing to evolve, continuing to be different, and that to me is very beautiful. So yeah, I think 22 has been a kind year of growth, of embracing new things, of embracing chapters that I had not written for myself but have been the best thing for me. And going into 23 now, I think I'm more open to the possibilities, open to how it might shape up compared to beforehand. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in my next one.